If hard work alone made people rich, the hardest working people on earth would be the wealthiest. But that's not how the world works. Millions of people work incredibly hard and still struggle financially. Not because they're lazy, not because they lack ability, but because they're playing the wrong game. From an early age, we're taught a simple formula: study hard, work hard, put in more hours, take on more responsibility, so we follow the rules. Years later, many of us realize something uncomfortable. Income barely grows, stress keeps rising, and money always feels tight. Here's the truth most people avoid: society doesn't reward effort. It rewards value. Effort and value are not the same thing. Effort is measured in time, in energy, in how exhausted you feel at the end of the day. Value is measured in impact, in leverage, in how many people benefit from what you do, and how difficult you are to replace. Someone can work 12 hours a day doing repetitive tasks and still create very little value, while someone else works only a few hours, but makes decisions that affect an entire company, or millions of users. Money flows to impact, not to exhaustion. That's why so many people stay stuck living paycheck to paycheck. They're trading time for money. And when income is tied directly to time, there's a hard limit. You only get 24 hours a day. That's linear income: more hours, slightly more money. But the highest earners don't sell time. They use leverage. Leverage comes in many forms: rare skills, technology, capital, media, teams, and ownership. When income is no longer tied to hours worked, it becomes scalable. There's another reason hard work alone isn't enough: inflation. You might get a raise, but housing, food, and everyday expenses often rise faster. So even when you work harder, you're not really getting ahead. As Morgan Housel writes in The Psychology of Money, wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep, and how long you let it compound. Many people work hard to earn money and spend almost all of it. They look successful, but don't build assets. People who understand money don't just work harder, they work differently. They build systems, they build assets, and they let time and leverage do the heavy lifting. To be clear, hard work matters. It builds discipline, it helps you survive, it creates momentum, but hard work alone doesn't create financial freedom. So instead of asking how to work harder, ask better questions. How can I create more value? How can I decouple income from time? What leverage can I use? Because in the end, hard work keeps you afloat. Leverage is what makes you wealthy. If you're working non-stop and still feel financially stuck, the issue probably isn't your work ethic. It's that you're applying effort to a game that doesn't reward effort.